Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another Toonkind at 12 FPS. My name is Avi, and today I will be playing a local real kind cat named Genevieve Satomi. You can call him Genie for short. And today I am joined by my wonderful friend, my beloved co-host who is so wonderful, who enables all my
Hey!
ideas, who is so good at art. I
Wait!
just chef's kiss. Oh, would you please introduce yourself?
Hi! I'm Fletch. Today I'm going to be playing my, little bastard boy by the name of Camille, who sure is figuring some things out right now. Um, Also, I would like to take this moment to return fire and say that Avi is also a wonderful, horrible enabler who has extremely cool ideas and has a very big brain and is very smart and talented and good at art also.
We like to have fun here in the Aberration Investigator server.
We sure do.
So yeah, Camille, how's that hanging?
Um, Camila is hanging pretty okay. I mean, he keeps randomly turning into a cat, so that's a new thing. Sometimes turns into other animals also, but the cat seems to be the most prevalent for now. Uh, so that's a new thing. And he's with how it's going, he's pretty sure that that means he's a druid. He has no idea how that happened. But there is one person he knows who is probably the first to clock it, and also can probably help him with being a cat, seeing as it keeps on happening to him and doesn't seem to be stopping anytime soon. Uh, So he's gonna pay a little visit to Genie. Though that also means by extension he's paying a visit to to Arata.
Oh boy. Well, isn't this exciting? I'm not exactly sure where Arata would be. I don't know if Sammy's brought the House of Paint back to Billstown yet. Um, However, I do think he would visit the the household. He did just up and claim you guys as brothers at one point.
He did in fact do that, so so two birds, one stone, so to speak.
Yeah.
Yeah. So as you so it's Arata who's coming to visit the Leo's house, right?
Yeah.
Alright. Cool. So as you roll up to the house, are you are you going to enter like a normal person, or are you going to be errata?
Oh, I'm gonna be Arata.
All right.
What floor is Camille's room on?
Camille's room is probably on the second floor. I've kind of imagined it as like one of those little townhouses. So
Oh
it's like
great.
thin but long.
Okay, give me a second. I'm gonna roll something. Oh, I forgot your sheet. Hang on. I opened Genevieve's stat blog, but not Arata sheet. Give me a sec.
You're so valid.
This is not the roll zone. Uh, uh, uh. I do know you have a fucked up modifier in this. Oh, PDF reader, why are you crashing? I
Oh
just opened
boy.
you.
Man, technology sure be having a time, huh?
Technology just hates me in general today, I guess.
I guess.
I was having trouble with my art program earlier. I had to reset my tablet settings. Okay, I think it loaded. Yes, it
Alright.
did. Okay. Yes, he does have disgusting modifiers in this.
Yeah,
Anyway.
he is errata.
Yeah, he's in. Oh, so that was acrobatics. Camille, are you chilling in your room?
Probably.
You're chilling in your room on the second floor, and all of a sudden you hear a tap 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 on your window.
And he was probably like reading a book or something, and he looks over at you, and he is not at all surprised. He was
This
like, you were not the first. The Laytons did keep a window unlocked for a certain monkey.
love that.
So he just sighs and gets up and slides open the window like, "Hey, Arata."
Hey, Leo here.
Yeah, he's two windows down, and Camille just points. Uh,
Cool.
though,
I'm going to be honest. I climbed up here because I wanted to prove that I could.
well, here you are at my
Here
window.
I am at your window. Can I
So,
come inside?
I don't know. Do you want to prove that you can climb over to Leo's window? And he is kind of giving you a little shit-eating grin.
He leans over and he goes,
What was that?
he goes, bitch.
There's a snort from Camille, but he does step back to let you in.
And he crawls inside.
And Camille does kind of look you over a bit curiously as he's just, is Genie here?
Yep, he's in the bag.
Okay, cool, because I need to. And Camille's just, okay, cool, because I might need to, talk to him.
That is wild outside of context. However, I have context. And he's gonna move. He's gonna move. Set the bag down gently so Genie can like stand up. He probably sets it down on your bed. Ugh, I can talk.
You're so valid.
Mm-hmm. And then he says, "I'm gonna go downstairs and bother Leo."
I'll absolutely bother him. You know what? Uh, hey Barzy, do you want to give me something that something petty that Leo hates real quick? Camille wants to be a little shit.
Oh my god, I love that. I love this. They're brothers already. Cargo. Snails?
Snails. How is Arata gonna get a snail is the question. Also, I feel like that's rude to our friend Snail. Camille pauses as he's just, you got anything slimy on you?
No, but I've made slime for a school project.
Okay, cool, because Leo loves it when you, pour slime down his back.
And he nods. And he's like, I'm gonna borrow your kitchen for a science experiment.
You are given a salute.
He salutes back and exits the room.
But listen, Camille legally he has to mess with his brother a bit, and he doesn't get the chance to do that very often anymore, seeing as he's a little bit height challenged.
This FPS is gonna end with Leo busting through the door.
Mhm. But with Arata gone, he does turn to look over at Genie.
Yeah, Genie has stepped out of the bag and he's doing a little stretch because Arata did do some funky acrobatic tricks to get up here.
Yeah, you're gonna need that little stretch.
Yeah, and he's out of the bag. He's chilling. And he looks over to you and he says, "Meow."
And Camille just points like, right. Okay. So let me try and see if I can cast this. But while I figure that out, so you remember how some time ago, uh, there was that sort of funny haha joke about me being a druid?
Genie tilts his head at you, but he's nodding along like, uh-huh.
Okay, well, I'm pretty sure that that's I'm pretty sure that I'm a druid because I keep and as he's while he was talking to you, he was focusing really hard on trying to cast the Speak with Animals spell, but he's not really sure how to do that. He's not really sure how to do that himself, and it's not like he's using an arcane focus right now. So instead, what happens is there's he's cut off by a poof, and then is in his place is a teeny little black kitten with a teeny little hat and a big old bow tie.
And as the baby makes noises in the back end of the recording, um, um, and Genie just looks up. Which is funny because you're also a cat now, which means you can understand cat, I guess.
Yeah,
Um,
I assume that's how it works, probably.
Probably how it works. It's gonna work for this FPS.
Yeah.
And she's on all fours, standing up, looking at where Camille was. Are you on the floor?
What was that?
Are you on the floor?
Uh, yeah, he does. He was pacing a little bit as he tried to figure out how to cast this spell, so he is very much on the floor.
Genie's gonna jump down to look at you. He's just Camille.
Well, it works, I guess. Anyways, I keep doing this, and he gestures at his little cat body.
Genie stares, and he keeps staring, and he is just... Oh, by the many gods, you are a druid.
And Camille just sighs. It's just, I really have no idea how this happened.
What, you just one day went poof and turned into a kitten?
Basically, um, I mean, it happened because, Leo kind of, spooked me a bit. Um, but yeah, one day I just started, poofing into a kitten.
Uh-huh. My brain handed me a joke about, like, magical puberty, and I'm just like, what?
Oh my gosh!
And I'm just like, okay, that's one way we can word this.
That sure is a way to word it.
You see Genevieve look so confused by this, and there's like a moment where like he does that cat thing where he raises a paw, but okay, yeah, he catches himself. He does not he does not bap at you just yet.
Yet. Alright, Iggy.
That was the same to not bap at you, but he looks so confused.
Yeah, Camille, he mostly just looks a little bit exasperated. He doesn't know why this is happening, but it sure has been happening. As he's just, yeah, ever since then, it's kind of just been happening.
So you've been wild shaping, but you don't have complete control over it?
Um, yeah, I guess you could say that. I have yet to be able to willingly turn back.
And Genie sits there and he sighs. I don't play druids often, but I'm pretty sure their spellcasting modifier is wisdom. Yeah?
Yeah, it is.
Okay. I'm pretty sure the baby is right outside my door. Give me
Oh,
a
I bet.
sec.
Oh, it's fine. Iggy has been. You've been barky, haven't you? Camembert's gone wild.
Camembert's going wild because there's a stranger in the house who didn't come through the front door.
Errata trying to shush Camembert because please, please, Camembert, this is gonna be so funny. You don't understand, this is gonna be so funny.
Yes, exactly. Camembert, I'm about to be so fucking hilarious.
Trust me, Leo's gonna love it.
Um, I think what Genie does is that God, how do you describe wild shaping?
It. Hmm. I mean, maybe it has something to do with the. Because I look at the particular subclass not Mona, Genie is. So you can
Who's
flavor.
Mona?
Who's Mona?
Mona? You mean the Genie bootleg? Oh, hi,
Yeah!
baby. There you are. Are you gonna give me a little song? No, don't touch that. The cat is in it. Hang on.
Okay.
Alright, I'm back.
Mhm.
The baby has given me a great big smile, so I think that tells us how this FPS is gonna go.
Oh, beloved.
Um, so, um, and Genie just kind of sighs. He's not on all fours now. He just kind of settles and like sits, and he says, "Ah, hmm." He does like a little thinking noise, and he goes, putting this into words is gonna sound so weird, but I'm just gonna go with it.
I believe in you.
Alright, and he just goes, oh, thank you, Iggy.
Little man, you want to come here so you don't bark? Huh? You want to come here so you don't bark? Come here. Come on. Alright, Iggy, come. Come on. Come. Sit. Iggy, sit. Good boy. Grabbed. Alright, now you can continue.
He says, you tried focusing on your other self?
Camille just blinks and looks at you.
Well, I mean, kind of tilts his head again and he says, when I'm not a cat, I am a druid, but the kind of druid I am is not really all that common. But anyway, just think of the wild shape as just another you. And you can just go back to your other self, kind of like switching a mask.
And Camille sits and kind of brings a paw up to his chin as he's thinking.
Oh, that's so adorable.
Because he might be a cat, but like he does still instinctively kind of make more human gestures. Um,
He's a half toon cat.
yeah. So he's kind of just does a little hum as he thinks. As he's like, well, I mean, I guess it wouldn't really hurt to try that. And he he does like close his eyes to kind of focus and visualize it for a moment. And before long um there's another poof and he's back to being a little boy sitting on the floor.
And then you just get a meow, meow, as Genie kind of walks up to you.
And he's just like, well, I guess that worked. Though, now I can't understand you. I... And he's just, well, I mean, maybe if it works one way. And he closes his eyes to focus again, and another poof, and he is back to kitty form.
See, there you go. You're getting the hang of it.
And he nods at that and kind of gives you a slight smile as he's just, well, that's alright. That's good. At least that doesn't mean I'll be stuck as a cat when it's not useful. And of course it also means that maybe I can make it useful, but he waves a paw like that's probably for later. And he gives you a little smile, a little kitty smile as he's just like, thanks, Genie.
You got it. After all, you are learning from the best.
There is a snort.
I hand you a very prideful cat.
uh, yeah, this time it is Camille who does a little swat at you.
Hey!
You're bapped with his teeny little paw.
He baps you back.
And there's just like, hey! Bap.
What did you roll?
That was a whiz to keep from bapping. He still has to succumb to bap. As he's
Genie
oh.
Genie puts his paw on your face.
Gosh, Camille just whines a little bit at that and is trying to move your paw away.
He's like chuckling at this. And he just says, "You're so little."
Well, I can't help it. It looks like a whole uh, kid thing applies to uh, uh, other creatures, I guess.
I guess that makes sense. And he takes his paw off your face.
Thank you. Yes, Iggy? He's not full on yelling, but he's boofing right now.
There we go. There's the yell.
Yep. But yeah, so Camille. Really? Come on. Well, you can't yell at me for attention like 2 seconds after jumping off of my lap. You realize the flaw in your logic there, little man, right?
It's just a little attention whore.
He is, yes. Alright. And Camille, he, yes, yeah, we're bitey now. We're bitey, aren't we? Uh-huh. Uh, he kind of pauses to think for a bit before he's just, um, well, what kind of druid are you, if I may ask? I know it's not really common, but I also don't really know what kind of druid I am, so I should probably start learning about those.
Okay, why was that the first thing you handed me, Genie? Genie pauses, like he's trying to figure out how to word this, like how to best explain it. And eventually he just settles and says, "Have you heard about the collective unconscious?"
Um, let me roll history.
I'm gonna say, for lore reasons, I think you can arguably have advantage.
Okay, cool. I'm using that advantage. Cause boy, did he need it.
Oh yeah. I absolutely know what that was. I look at that 7. A 7 versus a 23. But like, yeah, you do know exactly what the collective unconscious is. I could explain it on recording, but my god, that's a lot of words.
It sure is a lot of words. And Camille does give a nod after thinking for a moment, like, yeah, I do. It's, a lot of, a lot of words, but I mean, the name kind of does at least sum it up.
And Genie nods and he says, "And are you familiar with the concept of there being multiple selves to a person?" Uh, you've hung around the Yetta boys enough that I'm just gonna give it to you with that 23.
Yeah. He's like, oh, yeah, it's a very common belief in Yeto. Also, I mean, he gestures at himself.
And Genie snorts. Well, the kind of druid I am kind of pulls from that idea. The wild shaping kind of comes from, you know, well, the animals are kind of like other selves. They're just a different mask that we wear.
And Camille does nod at that. And he's pretty obviously thinking as he's like, I guess that does make sense. I mean, one of the theories about other cells is that not all of them would even be human. Yes, Iggy.
Oh, he just loves to interrupt, huh?
Yeah. It's okay, I have a shark now.
Oh, wonderful. Anyway, um, Genie nods and he says, "Yeah, exactly." I mean, there's a bit more to it than just that, like how to how to be more in touch with the collective and stuff. But that's pretty much the long and short of it.
And there's a nod from Camille as he's just, well, I mean, that is a really interesting way of going about a druid. I mean, usually it's, well, I guess the collective unconscious is nature in a way. Yes, there is a pun about nature of humanity in there, okay?
Human nature. Anyway.
Yeah!
Oh god, as I try to figure out what he's gonna say next.
I pat you.
Why is this all you're handing me? Okay. Uh Genie kind of just shrugs and he says, and he looks at you. "You are very small. You are a kitten." and he just says, "You know, it's the first time I can ever do this to someone." And he gets up and he walks over to you and he scruffs you.
Gosh. There's a little squeaky toy noise as you scruff him. As he's just what? Hey! Genie!
Hang on, he says through like gritted teeth. And he's gonna jump back onto the bed and set you right down on the pillow.
Camille is set down on the pillow and he's just a little bit huffy. He's just like, great, I'm even more scruffable.
Only to cats.
You underestimate people's want to scruff animals.
Fair. Genie thinks of a moment where Boss has scruffed him.
Sometimes, if you're little and a kitty, you're just scruffable.
This is true. Sometimes you're just a poor little meow meow literal.
Exactly. And Camille's just, well, thanks for bringing me back up here. I guess I'm can't really do it when I'm this small.
You got it. Guess this is a lot more comfortable than being on the floor.
And he does give a nod at that and sort of settle in on the pillow. It is a little bit awkward because he's not really sure how to lay down proper.
Oh, you're doing it wrong. Look. And he, you see Genie do that cat thing where he kind of like, um, walks over and does like the little paw kneading to make the, you know, make it a little softer, and he does that cat thing where he circles around and then like purposefully shows you how to lay down like a cat.
Oh, beloved. And Camille does watch, and he does kind of skip the kneading, but he does lay down like a proper cat. He's just, well, I'm not really usually a cat, so it's been a learning experience.
Well, it's not like you know a lot of people who can turn into cats.
I and he does pause to think as he's just, I think you might actually be the only druid that I know.
And not Errata, Genie sighs. And he says, there aren't a lot of us that, especially in more city places.
Yeah, I mean, usually the whole druid thing is about, like, being one with nature and protecting it and all that. And I mean, I don't really feel that. So I'm not really sure where this came from.
Huh.
Like I said, I kind of used to be a bard. Um, oh, I don't really have that magic anymore. Um, and I mean, currently, as I'm an artificer. But no idea where the druid stuff came from.
Yeah, that is a little weird. Okay, Genie, what did you want to say? So this is just really entirely new that's been developing.
Basically, I mean, I guess it started after the, and he kind of makes a vague gesture after the whole stealing my heart thing, I guess, since, I mean, I learned I could talk to you, like, after getting out of the hospital, and that was really the only big event between then. And I only started wild shaping after I moved in with Leo and everyone, so.
And Genie just kind of gives you a cat shrug. And he just kind of goes, well, if the mask thing worked, maybe it can help you figure things out later.
There's a nod. He's just, well, hopefully. I mean, if nothing else, it makes sure that I have a little more control.
And Genie nods and he's just like, a little control is better than none. Have you ever made masks before?
No, I haven't. I mean, I've heard a little bit about it, but well, there's also the Animus mask, but I don't really carve it.
Oh, geez, hang on.
You're valid.
Okay, I think that's as good as it's gonna get.
That's so valid.
But yeah, Genie kind of tilts his head at you. He's still laying down with you, and he's just, well, maybe someone can teach you. I mean, Arata's pretty good at carving masks, kind of, but I've had a lot of experience, you know, because I am a druid that uses masks.
Yeah, there's a bit of a snort.
What?
Well, I mean, you you have experience with making masks.
Yeah, I do. Who do you think taught Arata how to make thieves' tools?
You know, I feel Camille thinks for a moment.
I mean, it's not easy with cat paws, but I don't always have cat paws.
You don't?
It does like a cat sulk.
Well, listen, I don't really have a lot of really? Yeah? 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 Yeah?
Woof.
Wanna be a bastard? Come here.
Man, all the little guys are just making noises.
Little guys little guys rise up. Okay, I'm distracting him with his shark again. Camille's just like, listen, I don't really know a lot about that sort of stuff. I mean, I am starting to realize why people haven't been able to figure out how you do the stealing of hearts.
And Genie looks a little smug at that.
Knife cat.
He's just giving you that look.
And Camille kind of just squints at you like, oh, listen, there's not exactly a lot of... Yes?
Bark, bark, bark. Woof, woof. Bark, bark,
Woof,
woof.
woof, bark, bark.
And the baby goes, ah, in the background.
Iggy goes woof, bark, woof, while baby goes ah. Collab of the century.
It is by their seagull now. God, where the fuck were we?
Yeah, I think... Okay, Camille's just... Well, I mean, there's not exactly a lot of information on that sort of stuff. Especially seeing as Yato is kind of on an entirely different continent. I'm...
Oh,
I
boy.
don't know what you... Oh, the little guys be anky. The shark distraction is no longer working. No shark, he just wants violence.
I think that is as good as we're gonna get it. Again.
Fair.
I think they distracted him with a little iPad.
Fair.
Anyway.
I've grabbed Iggy. So
Alright, and
he should be fine until he inevitably jumps away once more. But yeah.
Genie kind of just shrugs and goes, "Do you want that hint?"
And Camille sighs. Also, are we calling it Japanese? Is it still...
It's Yiddish.
Okay. Cause I guess in Ainquil it would be called Ghibli, maybe? I don't know.
I think it's Ghiblian if it's an Ainquil specifically, and specifically from Ghibli. But like, if you're referring to the real kind stuff, it would be Yiddish.
Yeah. It's like how there's Forcenanian and also whatever the heck French is called in Ainquil. Same-ish language, just different name.
It's like different dialects of the same thing.
Yeah. And Camille just sighs like, I'm just lucky that I can understand a bit of Yiddish, but okay. Yeah, even with that, I would like the hint, please.
Okay. You were talking about the calling card, right? And your first thought was something about lowering a person's guard.
And Camille nods, like, yeah, judging from people's reactions, I'm probably wrong in the complete opposite way of what the right answer is.
It's okay. As I try to remember how to word this, I think you're too worried about the guard of what how a person reacting more than you should be worried about how they would think.
And he pauses as he thinks back to the words on the calling card. Uh, let me. Okay. And he's kind of mentally scrolling it over as I physically scroll it over.
Yeah, you have the writing for the for
Yeah,
the card.
as he's just, well, and I got it. I guess I felt a bit threatened. Um, I and words hard.
No, you say that. You say that. And Genie's looking at you like he nods like he's saying, "Yeah, like that's you feeling threatened. Yeah, you're going to feel threatened." I wonder if I can do this. Think this might be a wisdom or intelligence check for your boy.
Okay, well, same modifier.
Wonderful.
Because he is a disgusting little detective who was made to see and to do flips sometimes. And also to lie. He's good at many things. Strength is not one of them. Also, he got a very good roll on that. Jeez.
That is a very good roll, and I do a little clap for our boy. Um, alright, as I try to put into words how to, okay, so stealing a corrupted heart, right? A distorted desire or whatnot,
Hmm.
whatever phrasing they used in the calling card.
Yeah, I think they specifically, we will take your distorted heart without fail.
Yeah. You can't actually steal a heart, Camille.
Hmm.
That's like a concept. But the calling card implies that it is something tangible that can be stolen.
Hmm.
And you said you felt actually threatened.
Yep.
Do you get what I'm trying to like put down here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, in a roundabout way, he sort of manifested that through feeling it as a tangible concept that could be stolen, sort of, right?
Yes, there you go.
And yeah, Camille relays something much to the same effect.
And like obviously Genie can't give you a straight answer because he is a spirit rogue, but he is smiling at you. You're pretty sure you're on the right track.
Yeah. And he does very much make a mental note of that, and you can see the little cogs turning in his head. He's just, oh, I guess that's all the more confirmation that it's something to do with, uh, I guess, the mind, uh, cognition? Um, Camille
Oh,
glances up at Genie.
Genie does not make a move. He's not giving you a straight answer.
Yeah. As he's just, hmm. Oh, and he just pauses for a moment before he sighs and puts his face in the pillow for a moment before looking up like, I'm gonna have to research other planes, aren't I? This seems like it's gonna involve interplanar bullshit.
He doesn't bap you, but he does give you like a pat on the back with a paw, like, there.
And Camille just sighs and makes out like, oh, I hate when things involve other planes.
They do operate on their own rules.
He just sighs like, I. If you've ever worked a case with the blink spell, you will know my pain.
Oh no, I already know your pain. Maybe even twofold.
And he raises a little fluffy eyebrow at that.
There is a lot that goes into changing a person's heart, Camille.
Don't tell me there's more than one plane.
Oh no, you just never have to worry about it. I do, because I'm actually there.
Oh, I mean, bit late on that front. I mean, I'm not there and I'm starting to worry about it.
Oh please, we're professionals. We've been doing this for years. We have
Uh,
a pretty good handle on things.
do you send a gift basket to all of your targets?
No.
And Camille kind of just snorts at that. Well, good,
Judy,
because I think most of them don't deserve that.
and he nods. He nods vigorously. Some of our targets are just the worst.
He nods like, I did hear about some of them when I was looking into Shiro.
And he does a shrug. And he says, you're not saying that. You are not outing Azumi right now. Oh no.
Oh no!
You
Is he
I'm
gonna?
gonna put I'm gonna put into into the chat what he was about to say.
Oh, is it? Does it have to do with a certain bastard?
It does not, but it's tangentially, so maybe a
Hmm.
little bit, but mostly no.
Man.
I'll leave that up to you. I could say that
You
if you
could.
want Genie
Camille's
to say
gonna
that.
start poking at it.
Well, Azumi's his own can of worms, but that's something else entirely.
Yeah. And Camille kind of looks over at you and he's gonna roll insight. Oh, I love how kind the dice are. I'm so sorry to the other Camille who constantly gets bullied by the dice bots.
I look at Bash and I look away.
It's fine.
I mean, actually, that's for later. I'll say that later when we're not in the middle of FPS because this is not Bash.
This is
Anyway.
not, no.
um. Anyway, with a 21, well, you do pick up on a little bit of bitterness towards Azumi. Uh, which is understandable.
Yeah,
Uh, considering his whole history with the Spirit Rogues. However, you do know that Arata does seem to care for Azumi. Genie is a little hesitant on that front.
yeah,
You're starting to pick up on that.
yeah.
Um, a cat with a grudge. Anyway,
Kitty with a grudge, what will he do?
continue grudging, I guess. Anyway, um, but you know how people never really figured out the method behind the mental shutdowns?
Yeah,
I'm just handing that to you with the information you, Camille already has.
man. Reels, he kind of looks at you for a long moment before his ears, sort of pin back as he's just, ah, I see.
Wow, you're just a petty bastard, huh, Genie?
Oh boy.
It's great because, technically speaking, Arata and Azumi have had their reconciliation. Genie and Azumi have not.
Yeah,
He's still bitter. I should probably do something about that, but later. Anyway.
it's fine. If I hold up resident, uh, idiot who likes to, um, who very much sticks his nose places and will suggest mending relationships whenever he sees one that's a bit fucky wucky.
I simply look at Yeto Trip and then I look away.
Yeah.
Uh that's still happening. Anyway, um Genie just kind of shrugs. I've lost the thread of what we were originally talking about. It was something about the old change of heart targets.
Yeah. And then, yeah, and Camille mentioned Shiro, which made Genie get a bit bitter, and Camille is kind of just, well, I guess I can understand where you're coming from.
Genie just kind of does a little huff. But he's not really going to say much about it because he does not want to get into that because he probably will get angry.
And he's just, you don't have to forgive him, but maybe you should try talking to him sometime.
Hmm. Kind of sighs and kind of looks away.
There's another little twitch of Camille's ear. But he's not gonna push it too much because, yeah, no, he can't really blame anyone who has beef with Shiro.
Yeah.
uh, and he's just, well, where were we again?
I don't know, something about the old targets of the spear rogues.
Oh, yeah. I think part of the reason why I felt so, threatened was because, well, I've been looking, knowing what your usual targets is, it's a little, jarring realizing that, you're on the list as well.
And Genie just kind of looks back at you and shrugs and he says, I mean, corrupted doesn't always mean evil, you know?
And he nods like, yeah, don't worry, I know.
Good, because if I had to lecture you right now, I would get so tired of it.
Oh, believe me, I have had my fair share of lectures recently.
I can tell. But, yeah, the point is, the spear rogues don't just, target evil people. There's also people that we help with these changes of heart. People who do become better people because of it. I
Yeah,
mean, oh.
yeah. I hold Camille and I look at him and go, no, we're not suggesting that right now. You can keep that in the back of your mind, but we're not doing that right now.
Is that what you DM'd me about earlier?
His brain went to a certain spot that, yeah, I did DM you about, but we don't even know if that's like a thing, so we're keeping that way back.
Yeah. Okay, that's fair. Genie just kinda Genie just kinda sighs and he says, one of the closest people to Harada and I was somebody who had.
And he kind of blinks and looks over you at that.
I mean, she was in a pretty bad spot, but oh, I dropped my dice because I was fidgeting. I'm gonna put that down for now. um, she was in a pretty bad spot, mentally speaking. I mean, she couldn't really get out of the house much because it was just it was too much of a big deal for her, you know? She was that kind of anxious. The kind where it's like soul crushing.
And he nods, like, yeah, can I can understand in a way, I suppose. Not exactly, but well, somewhat.
It's a little funny because she actually asked us to change her heart.
She did.
She did. I mean, it's not uncommon for us to take a request. We have a whole system in place thanks to a friend of ours, but she kind of went a roundabout way of doing it, but because socially anxious, didn't want to reveal herself, stuff like that. But I mean, now she's doing better. I mean, she's going to school now, which is a lot better than 2 years ago. Well, I think it would be 3 now, but yeah.
And Camille kind of smiles at that, like, well, that's good to hear. Um, I guess I'll take the fact that you take requests in mind.
Well, we do all have to agree on them, so who knows?
And there's a bit of a nod as he's just, well, that might be a relatively easy task knowing who's currently part of the rogues here. This is an affectionate call out to Sammy. Listen, I love him. We know
And Genie does.
We know he wouldn't say no.
Yeah. But Genie does snort at that.
And Camille gives a little laugh, like, well, it's the truth.
No, I definitely see where you're coming from. But yeah, we still try to keep in contact with everybody else back in Hehe. But sometimes emergency situations, you don't have a lot of time to discuss. Uh,
Yeah, I mean, not to mention getting everyone from an entirely different country could be a bit of a hassle.
no kidding.
Actually, that reminds me, I do need to. And there is a deep sigh. I need to ask someone to fake me a passport.
Man, you need somebody to fake you a passport?
Well, I mean, it's not like Camille, it legally exists right now. Um,
I mean, you can already wild shape. You can just pretend to be a cat during the trip.
that's I can wild shape for about an hour at most, and not to mention, he pauses like usually I think customs takes into account magically changing someone's form.
You see Genie pause to think. He clearly doesn't know a lot about customs.
It's just I, I mean it depends on how lax the country is, but yeah, it's not uncommon for. I mean, the country is all in Einquell are pretty lax on their borders, but it's not uncommon when traveling between Einquell and a real kind country for there to be a bit more intense customs, so to speak. So I should probably have a passport. It's alright.
Wow.
Oh,
Wow, what was that? Hang on, I just realized something.
oh,
I will talk to you about it later. But God, I sure did just get an idea.
oh boy.
Anyway.
And Camille does give Genie a little wave, like, it's alright, I know a guy. Um, I've sort of been putting it off, but he, I think he would have no qualms with forging stuff like that for me.
Oh, look at you. Big old detective going on the dark side.
There's a bit of a snort. Like, I mean, okay, Genie does know that Leo's identity, right?
Genie knows, yes.
Yeah, and Camille is just like, I'm. I know Shiro, and my brother is quite literally a phantom thief, not to mention getting adopted by Errata in a way. I think it's safe to say that, uh, yeah, no, I honestly, at this point, I wouldn't be surprised if Leo ended up dragging me into Phantom Thief stuff.
That little giggle is in character.
And he looks up at Genie like, what?
That's just the thought of like a little boy running around on rooftops.
Oh. He he seems just a little bit defensive. He's just like, I can run around on rooftops perfectly fine, I'll have you know. I already keep up with Leo.
Well, I won't doubt that you are his rival.
Exactly. Besides, I it's like,
Yeah,
and he's like, besides, what about you?
I do a really good job of keeping up with Errata. And by that I mean I could sit on his shoulders.
And he squints at you.
He does the knife cat face again.
He's just like, well, I, there's, you know what? You're not special. I can do that too.
Oh god, this form of arguing is so funny to me.
They're stupid.
They're just so stupid, Your Honor. Um, and like Judy just starts snickering.
And Camille's just like, well, I can do it better than you. I bet.
Oh, you really want to make that a bet?
And now it's Camille's turn on the knife cat, as he's just like, well, I mean, I have also wild shaped into a mouse at one point, so I can go a step further and be tucked into a pocket. So, ha!
That's not special. I already stay in a bag.
Yeah, well, a bag's different from a pocket. With a bag, it's kind of clumsy to carry about all the time.
I could pick you up in my mouth if you were a mouse.
I mean, you proved that you already can do that even when I'm a cat.
You are very scruffable like this. And I will continue to hold this over your head.
And Camille just squints at you. He's just like, I am aware. I seem to be, generally speaking, very scruffable, much to my chagrin. But
You
that
are
does,
just very.
but
You are just.
that does prove my point of being more portable than you.
Genie just squints at you. Boy, they sure are already brothers.
They sure are. Yeah, just they are stupid. They are dummy. I love
Oh
them.
god,
Oh,
I just got an idea. Do you want a bit of funny?
yes.
You know what? I don't have to sit here and listen to this. And he stands up and he scruffs you again.
There's another squeak as he's just like, wait, Genie, calm
And
down.
he doesn't really go that far. He just kind of like circles around so that you're like, when he sits down and he sets you down, you're kind of like stuck in his arms. Oh, hi, Maki. You made a really loud squeak noise.
Kitty noise.
Hi. Do you want affection? Do you just hate it when I'm talking about a cat that isn't you? Yes. Yes, you're talking to me. This is probably gonna get on recording.
Oh, beloved.
Yes, you're
Aw.
so chatty. Yeah? Oh, you're headbutting my stomach. You are sitting. You are standing on my leg, beloved. Okay, thank you. No, you're just gonna stand. You know what, Maki? Come over here. Come over here. You are going to sit right here. You're gonna sit on the blanket. Anyway, he sets you down so that you're like kind of stuck in his lap, in his arms, basically. And he's going to start grooming you.
God, that definitely gets a bit of an angry kitty noise from Camille. He's just, I want Genie. No, that's gross.
What? You're a kitten now. You should probably learn how to get your fur clean.
I'm clean enough already, thank you.
You could be cleaner.
I really don't think that your spit is gonna make me cleaner.
And he starts grooming you even more. This is fight now.
There's definitely like those little squeaks of protest as he tries to escape.
I don't really have much else.
I don't think so either. Um,
Oh, I look at our audience.
I you may. Though also, do you want you want Genie to show Camille to run?
I think it would be really funny, actually. Um, you get you're stuck in grooming for a little bit, and
There's much protesting and squirming.
there is a lot of protesting. You are just a wriggly kitty. And Genie scruffs you again and heads out the door to find Arata.
Genie, wait, where are you going? Genie!
Hang on, I'm gonna show you this to Arata.
Why? He doesn't need to know.
Oh, he absolutely needs to know.
Genie!
And, and when he does find Arata, he just goes, "Oh, hey, Genie. I have like maybe 5 seconds before I get yelled at. What is in your mouth?"
Camille just angrily crossing his little arms as he hangs there.
Oh my god, Camille, is that you?
There's a little growl just
Arata's not handing me words. He's just like, he just handed me like a keyboard smash as he just like walks over to pick you up, and he just goes, "You're so small. Oh my god, you're adorable."
God. Camille's just and he's glaring down at Genie.
Genie looks so smug.
Yeah, Camille looks back over at you, Arata, and he's just
Arata looks like he's in near tears.
Camille is so tired.
You are so small. Oh my god.
He probably looks a little bit scrunkly too, since Genie just groomed him. Aggressively so.
Yeah. And I look towards our cameo appearance.
I also look over to our cameo appearance. I don't think he's gone through with the slime yet. Has he?
No, he has.
Oh god.
He put it. I want to say he like put it under the pillow. Bucket on the door.
Bucket
yes,
on the
bucket
door.
on the door. Classic.
Oh my gosh.
Alright, hi. While Arata is cooing over little adorable tiny kitten Camille, Catmeal if you will, there is the sound of like a door swinging open and a bucket hitting the ground and a loud shout, and then there's a pause, and there's Leo like ah!
And Arata just freezes. Camille in his hands.
God. Catmeal's also frozen now because he was hoping
slime bucket in my door.
he was hoping that Genie would wait until after this happened.
And trudging down the hall, turning the corner, is Leo covered in slime, looking miserable. You!
Camille told me to do it.
Camille just
What are you, 5?
Look, I can't say no to this face, and he holds up Camille.
Catmeal
I see how it is. You met me first, but you're choosing him. I see how it is.
Camille is shaking his head vigorously because no, this was totally all Arata's doing.
I'm disowning you both. We're not brothers anymore.
No!
I'm running away and I'm staying
Oh,
with Aunt
God.
Lynn permanently in Halloween Town.
Hang on. Genie decided to be a little shit. He's gonna walk over to Leo and just start rubbing his chin against his legs.
Oh my
He's
god.
covered in slime!
I would imagine not his legs. Like, I probably got him on his head.
Wouldn't it drip?
Okay, that's fair. I think what he does instead is he, like, steps closer and he just does, like, a paw thing at your legs, and he's just meow, meow, like the most innocent little guy ever.
Oh my god.
Leo looks down at Genie and is like, this one's okay. I'm stealing him.
Traitor.
Wait, no!
I know Genie would never do this to me.
Yeah, Camille's just glaring down at Genie like, you traitor.
Smug face.
Genie is
Suck
my
up.
brother. Genie is mine now, and I'm going to live with Aunt Lynn in Halloween Town.
No, that's my friend. That's my little cat friend.
You
Come
already
on
have
in.
one, bastard.
Okay, hear me out, Leo. Hear me out.
No,
2 cat friends.
no. You lost that right when I found a bucket of slime over my door. I'm gonna go take a shower now. This is so gross.
God. I think
I love you.
No, you don't. I'm disowning you.
I think Camille uses that moment to turn back to his normal form. As he's just, I'm not even actually a cat. Come on.
Cat or not, I'm disowning you.
You just hear Genie go
Leo.
meow.
Nope, I'm gonna go
sorry,
take a
Genie.
shower
I'm not
and then I'm
even
packing my
usually
bag.
cat-shaped.
Okay, wait, Leo, before you go.
No, I'm gonna go shower. I will bite
Wait,
you.
before you shower, I need to do something really important. And Arad
No.
is gonna reach over, take some of the slime, and just put it on Camille's head.
Hey! Rada! And Camille's gonna also reach out to wipe off some of the slime and just flick it at Arada.
Leo is just, I'm going to kill you both if there is any slime around the house, on the walls or in the carpet, on the hardwood floor. I'll kill you. I will kill you. I'm gonna stop this right now.
I promise that bucket was the only thing.
It's just, you won't kill me. We all know that I don't have life insurance anymore.
I don't need more life insurance. I need no more slime in this fucking house.
I faked my death once. I can do it again.
I will kill you.
And he's just like, oh, we can handshake over that. Maybe we'll fake
Get
our
out
deaths
of my
together."
house!
Nope.
I'm telling Aunt Lynn. And he trudges off to go take a shower.
uh, you know, the slime's always why he hated snails so much.
Huh. I guess I'm gonna make apology curry.
Camille kind of starts like, oh, trust me, he's fine. He's just being, Leo.
Oh, okay.
But curry would also be appreciated.
Yeah, have you guys eaten at all?
He pauses to think for a moment.
Okay, I'm making dinner. And he sets you down, and he also, like, gives you, like, he looks for a towel, like a paper towel or something, so you can wipe off the slime.
The slime is very carefully wiped off, and he looks over at Genie to check if there's any slime there.
He did get a little close to Leo. If anything, it's probably like just little specks.
Yeah, Genie, Camille takes the paper towel, and there is the anime glasses flash from him as he approaches you.
And Genie just goes, "Wow!" and like starts scurrying.
Camille's scurrying after you, like, wait, you know what Leo said?
"Wow!"
Come on, you have to come get clean.
"Wow! Wow!" And Arata just sighs and starts cooking.
Oh, wonderful. That's probably a good place to end it, I think. Yeah, so, Leo, I'm so sorry, but sometimes you do have to get a little bit pranked. But yeah, thank you for playing with me, Abby. Thank you for cameoing Marzi. And thank you all for listening, both now and in the future. I hope that you had fun. I know I did.
Yeah.
Leo will remember this.
Leo will remember. This is a telltale game, don't you know?
Oh dear. Alright, bye!
Bye!